I have been friendzoned by my wife. M35 and F34 married for 6 years, together for 8. Overall we've had a happy marriage, have had common goals for what we want to do in life, and we even started working together a year or so into our relationship. But something happened at the start of this year. I got a promotion which required me to work long and wonky hours which left us less time together. Maybe one day a week that we could go out and do things. I felt like we were making a concerted effort to spend time together and I called her on my breaks and when I was on the way home. Stuff like that. Fast forward to 2 months ago. I noticed she's been very invested in her online friend group that she games with and had been spending long hours with them even on days that we were supposed to spend time together. Sex had mostly dried up save for a lone isolated incident where she became overwhelmed by horniness while at work and felt like she wanted to tackle the nearest guy. She rushed home and we had great sex. But something lurked in the back of my mind about this incident. We haven't had any sort of sexual intimacy since this event which was maybe 3 months ago. Anyway, 2 months ago we end up having a fight where I, in essence, say that she doesn't really want to be in this relationship. And that's when she drops the bombshell that she and fallen out of love with me over the last month or so. The timetable for falling out of love is nebulous at this time but it's most certainly this year. I was devastated because I knew something funky was happening but we'd been so close and so in sync for years that I didn't even consider that she had lost her feelings for me. She said she still cares for me dearly but sees me as sort of like a neighbor or roommate or something. I spiraled into depression and decided to devote every waking hour to saving our relationship. We took a week off work and went on many dates and I tried everything I knew to do to reconnect. At our zenith, she said she loved me like a family member. But that she just wasn't in love or romantic love. So a couple days ago I'm like, okay, maybe you should get your own place for a while? I'm still very much in love and attracted and care so much for her but the sting of rejection every time I look in her eyes is extremely painful. She had said at various points over the last couple months that she had a longing for something new. Somewhere new. An adventure. That's the key reason for me to ask her to leave. I'm not going to trap her in a marriage where she knows she can't fulfill her end of things and she knows I'm unhappy. My question is this: my family and friends have been disagreeing with our plans moving forward and said we should exhaust all efforts before moving into a break or separation territory. I feel like I'm smothering her with my needs and desires while she lives here. Do I have my head up my behind? Or, is this just kind of how marriages go after a time? My parents had long years of lovelessness and eventually divorced. Maybe things just eventually morph into a friendship over time and I'm the strange one for still wanting intimacy? Update. Read my post history if you're interested in what's gone on. Anyway, wife and I are separating. She fell out of love. 6 years of marriage. She's moved out to an apartment about half an hour away. We don't talk much anymore. We are civil when we do talk and neither of us have the intention to hurt each other. She doesn't want me. I've mostly made peace with that. But I do want a partner. Someone to share life with. But I don't know if I should wait until I'm done mourning my relationship or try to find someone now. I absolutely do not want to hurt anyone by potentially rebounding, but I very much want to fill this gnawing void within me. Maybe my wife will re-find within herself the reason we were together in the first place. And at the time maybe she will try to get back together. Lots of ifs and buts. But I also know what I need in life. I need someone else. What do I do? Update 2. The long and short is she has a new boyfriend after having moved out a couple months ago. He's someone she's been talking to since the beginning of the year. Only recently it's escalated, supposedly. I only learned of this due to a mutual coworker like fifth-hand knowledge. I called my soon-to-be ex-wife to get confirmation. I said to her some news has gotten back to me, do you have anything you'd like to get off your chest? After a long pause, she says I went on a date. I knew this already so I said. And it went well. And there was a fainting incident in the hot tub. And what? And y'all's got freaky right. Well, we tried some things. Girl, don't lie to me. Yes, we were intimate. Okay, bye. My 2% hope that maybe eventually we'd get back together is officially gone. We haven't even filed any paperwork and she's already done nasty with an online dude. I get it. I see. I'm aware. Now I'm going back through our relationship and really looking at things. She really isn't a good friend or family member or person. She was a good wife until she wasn't. Thank y'all for your feedback and support during this time. It's been a huge eye-opener as far as how much emotional capacity I was giving her on a daily basis. I didn't have anything left for anyone else. Now I'm spending tons of time with friend and family trying to form and keep connections. There's always good with the bad and that's what I've noticed so far. My brother moved in with me and he's honestly been a godsend.